Video on social media showed moments of terror as an Iranian passenger jet appeared to suddenly drop altitude. The footage shows at least one man with a head injury, blood running down his face. Footage from inside the plane also showed what appeared to be a black fighter jet off in the distance. Iran state media initially blamed the incident on Israel, but later said 2 U.S. fighter jets came so close to the Mahan Air flight that the pilot had to quickly change altitude to avoid a collision, injuring several people on board. But the U.S. disputes that account, saying the fighter jet came within a safe distance of the plane. U.S. Navy Captain Bill Urban, a Central Command spokesman, said the F15 fighter jet conducted a standard visual inspection of a Mahan Air passenger airliner.
A tough decision for a president who loves nothing more than a crowd. Donald Trump cancelled the Republican convention in Florida amid surging coronavirus cases across the state.
I looked at my team and I said, the timing for this event is not right. It's just not right with what's happened recently, the flare-up in Florida. To have a big convention, it's not the right time. It's really something that, for me, I have to protect the American people. That's what I've always done. That's what I always will do. That's what I'm about.
Russia's ambassador to North Korea says a summit between the leaders of North Korea and the United States is unlikely to take place before the U.S. presidential election in early November. In an interview on Wednesday, Ambassador Alexander Matsagora said the North Central Committee of the Workers' Party of Korea will not agree on Kim Jong-un leaving the North until the end of the COVID-19 pandemic. He warned that North Korea could still make a threatening move before the election if the US tries to impose new sanctions. He also predicts the relatively stable period between the two Koreas will soon end, to the point of the termination of the inter-Korean military agreement.
The ongoing protests have affected Portland shop owners, with stores in the area vandalised and looted. One of the targets was a jewellery store that's been operating in the area for 30 years. In May, protesters broke into the premises and stole numerous items. The owner, Hagia Sophia, says clients are afraid to go downtown because of the ongoing protests, and she spoke to RT about the situation in Portland.
We're not the only ones. Many businesses in downtown Portland got hurt. It's not the Portland we know. It's not the city that we've been doing business in for over 30 years. It is just boarded up streets, a lot of graffiti, just destruction everywhere. We're very disappointed with the city officials. I don't consider what they're doing is leadership. When you fail businesses like that, when your city looks like a war zone, that's a failed leadership, and we're very disappointed.
Chinese Foreign Ministry on Friday informed the U.S. to close its Consulate General in Chengdu. A statement issued by the ministry says on July 21st, the United States launched a unilateral provocation by abruptly demanding that China close its Consulate General in Houston. The statement says the U.S. move gravely harmed China-U.S. relations. It also says the current situation is not what China desires to see, and the United States is responsible for all this.
A 5-year-old Tudzuasne Radzafin Salam died Thursday morning in combat in Mali. According to military staff, the young soldier was on a reconnaissance mission in a light armored vehicle like this one. It was hit by a suicide car bomb filled with explosives on the road linking the eastern cities of Gosi and Gao. The convoy's medical team quickly intervened, but the soldier was fatally wounded. while 2 others were gravely injured and were slated to be transported back to France Thursday night. Just after the attack, French forces responded with the help of helicopters and drones. Born in Madagascar, Radza Fin Salam had just begun his deployment in Mali on July 14th, though he joined the armed forces back in 2018.
President Moon Jae-in made a rare visit to the headquarters of South Korea's Agency for Defense Development on Thursday to congratulate the body on its successful development of a new ballistic missile. The new strategic weapon, which seems to be the Hyunmoo-4, has been developed as a world-class missile after Seoul and Washington agreed to scrap the weight limit for warheads. Earlier this year, the ADD test-launched the Hyunmoo-4 that's estimated to have a range of up to 800 kilometers and be capable of carrying a warhead weighing as much as 2 tons. The ADD is also leading the development of the ASA radar in the KF-X fighter jet project. The production of a prototype has already been done, and the Korea Aerospace Industries is planning to roll out the first prototype of the KF-X fighter jet in the first half of next year.
Taking into account the views of the various stakeholders and expert bodies, Cabinet has decided today that all public schools should take a break for the next 4 weeks. Now, this has also been the experience in a number of other countries, where schools have opened and have also had to close due to the circumstances that each country has had to confront. This means that schools will be closed from the 27th July and will reopen on the 24th of August.
Coming in from the Hagia Sophia, the iconic Hagia Sophia Muslim prayers heard echoing from the Hagia Sophia in Istanbul for the first time in 86 years after it was turned back into a mosque. Remember, it was reconverted into a mosque. The Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan has also joined hundreds of worshippers to offer his prayers.
Lift it up, here we go. That'd be awesome, yeah, because I parked my bike up by you.